Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be decorating my mantle for spring. And I've got to tell y'all, I am so loving being able to decorate this mantle for different seasons. Moving that TV up, getting it on the wall and giving me all this space to decorate, I am loving it. And I have shopped my house. I have not bought one item for this, what I'm about to show you, with the exception of the one thrifted item that I hauled. But everything else, I literally shopped my house, moved some things around, and come up with my mantle for spring going into early summer. And I'm telling you, I love it. So if you're interested in this and want to see how I did it, just keep on watching. Okay, so I've cleared off my mantle. I've left this because it's going to stay on there. I removed the runner because I dusted everything really well. And I like to keep this runner on my mantle because it does cut down with the dust. With this darker wood, it does show dust fairly easy. So I like to keep this on there. Plus it kind of acts as a base to, you know, keep everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I've just dusted everything and I'm going to put my runner back up. Now I've had this runner for years and I quite honestly cannot even tell you where I got it from. If I had to guess, I probably got it from Old Time Pottery, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, so I put my runner back up here, and that's gonna kind of act as my base. So next, if you'll remember, let me show you. I was playing around with this box that I made, and if you'll remember, I had it on my mantle at Christmas time like this. But when I originally made it, I put this on it, on the front of it in this farmer's market. And it just says, you know, plants, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. So what I did was, I've got the bottom of it. I've just stuffed some old Walmart bags in there. This is a pot of ivory. I stuck some lavender bushes in it, just some florals I got from Hobby Lobby, just stuck them in there. And I'm gonna use this to kind of conceal this one cord that I have. And to me, that just looks so springy and I love it. So I'm just gonna set this right here. And I love the way that it conceals that cord. I love that. Okay, now, we know I have to have Mr. Rooster up here. And I love that he's white and chippy and it's gonna go perfect with this. So I bought him last spring, I think. And he has been a staple on my mantle and I love him. I have dressed him up for Christmas. And I dressed him up for 4th of July, all that. I've given him a cute little bow tie. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put him up here. Now he come from the at-home store. I did pay $29.99 for it. He was well worth it. I don't know if they still have them. I haven't been to the at-home store in forever, but I'm gonna set him right here. And I just love him. I love the white. I love the chippiness of it. And to me, he's just perfect. Very dapper looking. Okay. Now I am gonna leave my little lantern here. Normally I have it set up on some books, but I've decided to leave it, you know, to move it down because I have something else for the books. So I used to have some cords that come down on this side and I bought the piece that I'm fixing to show you for that, but I don't have them anymore. And I thought about, do I still want to keep that piece on there? But I really do. I did change it up a bit, but I'm going to leave it because I think it just kind of balances everything. I have this big item, have the rooster in the center, and now I'm going to have another larger item as like my base, and I will then fill in with all my other stuff. So let me show you what I'm going to put over here. Okay. Y'all remember this? If you've been with me a while, I bought this from Hobby Lobby. I actually bought it to conceal the cords. But I'm just going to set it up here on this plate stand. I used this last year. I've used it for Christmas and I've done all kinds of things with it. Normally I have a wreath in the center of it, but now I'm going to change it up. I'm not going to have a wreath there and I'm going to show you what I come up with. Let me move this down just a smidge. I might have to reposition some things. Okay. Instead of putting a wreath in here, I come up with something else that I think I really like it. So let me show you what I've come up with. Okay, I have this old picture frame. See all that detail? And I love it. And I thought, this is kind of dark. I need something to lighten it up. So I come up with, I'm gonna try this frame. And I just kind of set it in there. And I actually like it. I think it just adds a little something extra to it. Okay, so now that I have my larger staple pieces, now I'm gonna start filling it in. So next I'm gonna bring back my books. Now I love these old books. My mother actually gave them to me, and I love that this is kind of a greenish color, then a brown, and then a different shade of green. I love them, so I'm gonna actually set them on the corner. And I like to stagger them. I don't want them to be like right on top of each other. Like, I don't want them to be like this. I kind of like to stagger my books. Something like that. Okay. So next, I'm gonna show you what I got. Now this is the only item I purchased that I will be using for this display. And I thrifted this. Do you remember this in one of my thrift hauls? And I actually paid $4.99 for it, but it come from Hobby Lobby and it was actually originally $17.99. And I just think this is perfect for spring and Easter. So I'm gonna set this right here on the book, like this. And I may have to kind of finagle with some of this to kind of get it. Okay. You know how it is, we put stuff up there and we kind of play with it. Okay, so this is looking cute. But now I want to start filling in the smaller spots. So when I originally started playing with my mantle, I was like, okay, that's kind of cute, but I wanted this to kind of be like a flower shop theme kind of thing. So I needed some more florals around it, but I couldn't find anything that I had around here that really looked good. I had this cute little topiary. So I'm going to sit that right there. And then it was still missing something, so I come up with an idea, and after I did it, I did play around with this before, and after I did it, I absolutely fell in love with it. Let me show you that. So again, I didn't buy anything for this. This is just stuff I had in the house, and I shot my stash. So I had this cute little thing that come from Michael's, I think, maybe. These cute little birds that come from Hobby Lobby, and some greenery from Hobby Lobby. And let me show you what I come up with. So I decided to make a little nest, and all I did was take 3 different types of mosses. I took some Spanish moss, some American moss, and some reindeer moss, and just kind of made me a little makeshift bird nest. And then I have these cute little eggs that I'm gonna stick in there. And I decided I was gonna put this kind of like right here, okay? And now, I have these 2 picks. It's 2 different picks from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure how much they were, but I decided I would put these like right here. Okay. And now these 2 cute, sweet little birds. And, oh, I'm sorry, they come from the at-home store for $3.99. I got them last year. I think at about the same time I bought the chicken. And I decided I would set these right here, like they were checking on their nest. And that's how that's looking. And to me, that kind of filled this in. It's not too crazy, but I really like it. And so now we're gonna move on. So right here, I didn't like the gap here. So what do? Greenery, just a piece of greenery from Hobby Lobby. I just kind of stick this right here. I don't want it to be too close to this. I don't want it to get too hot, but I like that it kind of fills in the gap. It just kind of softens the edges, I guess you could say. Okay, so now moving on to this section. Okay, I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone with this, but I'm trying to be a little more adventurous and a little less like predictive when I'm decorating. So I was looking at this and I was like, I really like that, but it needs something. I mean, it's just too, you know, it needs something. So after, again, shopping my house, I come up with a few things. Let me show you what I decided. Okay, I had this cute little sign that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. It was $4.99. I think they still have it. And of course, it was 40% off. So I wanted to put that right here because I love that little sign. To me, the green and the yellow, the black and the white, I just love the way it looks. Okay, that's kind of cute. Had this cute little bird. And this is actually from Hobby Lobby. They're actually white, but I kind of distressed it. I just took some antique wax glaze and just rubbed over it to make it look a lot older. And I really like that look a lot better. So we're gonna set Mr. Bird right here. And now this is still bothering me. So what I come up with is I have this wreath from the Dollar Tree. I decided I would put this right here. And then it needed some greenery, don't you think? I think it needs some greenery. So what I did was I had one of these cute little wreaths and I just pulled it apart. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of drape it like this. And just kind of set it like that. And I love the way that it just kind of fills that in without being your typical greenery look. Does that make sense? And then for what my last item is, I have this cross. I'm not even sure where it come from, but it was like a brown brassy color, and I just put some chalk paint on it, painted it on there, and then just, you know, wet distressed it, and that's what it looks like. And so I'm just gonna kind of lean this right here. And I love the way that looks. The birds, the cross, the little bird nest. To me, this is perfect for spring and early summer. And that's my mantle. So I'll take you down for a closer look.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say.
So there it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love the way my mantle come out. Now, like I said, I've been playing with it for a few days because it didn't just come together just all of a sudden. And I really played with this probably for about a week and a half and just steadily shopping my stash at the house. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can literally just shop your stuff and like move stuff around, move things up, you know, just change things up. So I took from this room and from that room just stuff I had in a bin and put this together, and I love the way it turned out. I think this is probably my favorite that I've done so far. And like I said, I'm trying to step outside my comfort zone with this little vignette right here. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. If you know, did I nail it? I don't know. I like it. I think it looks cute. And I like that the white, there's like white all through it to lighten it up, because it can get dark. With all this dark, it can get really dark, and I didn't want that. So this is what I come up with. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I would love it if you hit that little red subscribe button, come back and see me. And until next time, bye y'all.